gentlemen of Knucklehead Nation, I'd like to introduce you to one of the newest members of the FightersRep Network, somebody I'm really honored to meet today for the first time in person. Coach Jace Gutierrez, how you doing, Coach?
Doing well, Popcorn. Awesome to be a part of FightersRep. Likewise, George. I'm super excited. It's been a crazy year, and we're finally here. So we're happy to be a part of the upcoming event. So thank you.
Man, I'm so happy to have you guys on. A local school here in Long Beach. Jace, man, it's like amazing timing, you know? Right when the last FightersRep ended, COVID came. You opened during COVID. You've made it this far. You've got this incredible facility now, all in the midst of COVID, man. First and foremost, how were you able to do that, man?
Oh, yeah, you know, the goal was to open in February of last year, and we did it. Had a magnificent grand opening. 5 weeks later, we had to shut down. How were we able to do it? You know, we had, again, a goal. I had this dream to bring authentic Muay Thai back to my hometown here in Long Beach. And I didn't want to let up. And I've just been very blessed and thankful to have students that not only supported mission, but supported myself and with what I wanted to bring here to Long Beach. So I think it's really the group effort, the conglomerate effort about you know, my passion, my dreams, and more importantly, my students wanting to learn and train Muay Thai and compete here locally, compete everywhere as much as possible, but it's even more beneficial for us that it's right in our hometown.
And you said back to your hometown because you left us for Vegas for a while.
Yeah.
You became, you know, a famous DJ and producer out there, and it has helped you because the music in here's got me feeling the vibe, bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I lived 10 years in Vegas as a DJ producer, producing music now as my hobby now. Now Muay Thai is my full time. So it's been an amazing mission for me. You know, the combination of music and Muay Thai has always been my life, my dream, and I'm just very thankful that I can get this done now. It wasn't the plan that we had, you know, before COVID, but at the same time, you know, when I put my mind to something, you know, it's been just absolute a blessing that we were able to still put this together. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be back home.
Very clean, very beautiful facility. I wanted to say, Coach Jace, you know, your love for music and combat sports, you know, it's kind of analogous to Muay Thai, right? Because when you fight Muay Thai, I mean, there is music traditionally going on in the background. You don't get that in every combat sport. You've kind of used that into, you know, your school now. You guys are competing at kickboxing, of course, at FightersRep on August 13th.
Yes.
But how does it feel to kind of merge your passions like that and have finally something this beautiful, you know, expressed to the world in a time when we're about to open back up fully?
Yeah, you know, as we talked earlier, George, you know, I feel full. I feel I have everything I need, and the feeling of being able to mesh the two together was everything that I hoped and dreamed for, really. The ambiance with music and Muay Thai is really important, right? And there's a lot of symmetry within martial arts in general and music, right? And so with rhythm, with cadence, emotions, all these things kind of fuse together, and being able to really synergize both of them together was really my goal. And it just so happened that it all kind of flowed together. So it's really fun. It's really fun and exciting to see our students really understand that as well. And of course, being able to spread traditional, authentic Muay Thai to the masses. It's still very new here in the States. People hear Muay Thai, what's that? Is that kickboxing? Is that this? Is that that? And so being able to explain the historical side of things with Muay Thai, the music, the culture, and of course keeping it authentic, it's just been a blessing. It's been truly a mission, and I'm happy that it's all working together. So far, so good.
For sure, man. For sure. Because Jace, you know, you've competed in the past. That's why you have a love for authentic Muay Thai. You want to bring it here. You want to introduce it to the world. And kickboxing, too, of course. I'm just going to throw that in
absolutely.
there. But kind of tell me about your pedigree as a fighter and, you know, what makes you a great coach.
Yeah, thank you. No, you know, I've been fortunate to be able to train with many different coaches, many different masters, many different instructors. And for me, I actually started with Filipino martial arts. But when I saw the beauty but violence in Muay Thai, it already captured my eye when I was 13 years old. And for me, it was just being a constant learner, being a student of the game, even until this very day. I've traveled all over the world, not only with music, but also for Muay Thai, and able to learn from different people, learn from different camps. I've been training in Muay Thai in Thailand for the last almost 11, 12 years now, at the same camp in Samoy. And you know, it's been such a beautiful experience for me as the game progresses, because our game is progressing, but still keeping it authentic. And again, just being a student of the game, I think it has made it more worthwhile for me as a coach.
Coach Jace, man, we both discussed this earlier, you know, off camera. This is not the easiest industry to make it in, this fight game. This fight game shows you people who are really following their passion. So I gotta ask you, what is it that made you follow the fighting trajectory? Why fighting? With all the talents you have, anything else you could have done in your life, why'd you choose fighting?
Yeah, what a great question. So, as a youngster, I was always in a lot of trouble. Okay, born bad.
You're one of those, Coach.
One of those. One of those. As a matter of fact, my mom to this day makes fun of me because my first day in kindergarten, and I grew up Catholic, right? First day in kindergarten, I got into a fight. Okay, and I happened to get into a fight with the son of my teacher in kindergarten.
Wow.
And the principal, who was a nun, because we had those back then.
Oh my God.
Said, you know, you have a lot of money saved up. And my mother's like, why? Like, we're gonna have to save money for bail for this kid when he grows up.
Goodness.
And the point of it is that I always, I was a hothead. I grew up in a city that was a concrete jungle, truly, and a lot of fighting. I got beat up a lot. And for me, when I found martial arts, when I found Muay Thai, it centered me. It made me understand that not only within our four walls of training martial arts do we get that intrinsic feeling of fighting, but being able to control that anger, control that temperament, in an environment that actually allows us to hit one another, strike one another, right? And over the years, I think a lot of that just transcended from my own personal life.
Yeah.
Right? Life outside of these four walls of your martial arts school is similar to the fight game inside, right? Never give up, never take a knee. And for me, that paralleled paralleled my life. And so I found my therapy. This is my therapy. It's crazy that fighting is my therapy, but it truly is.
That's the case for so many people, though, Coach Jace, isn't it? And, you know, that perseverance, that never give up attitude, man, nowhere is it more, I think, manifested than you opening this beautiful facility. I mean, you guys got to look at this place. I mean, this is just outrageous. You know, you opening this beautiful facility in the heart, the beginning almost of COVID, you know, still being able to flourish and make it, man. That's a testament, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, Coach Jace, August 13th, man, the boys are stepping into the Lions Den. I'm so excited to have you guys on, man. What can you tell me about these guys?
I'm excited. You know, I've had these students, you know, during COVID, and our training has been really unconventional, from the parks to the beaches to wherever grass we could find to make it work. It's just been, a non-stop grind, and you know, these guys are resilient. They showed a lot of adversity, and with that, I'm excited to be a part of FightersRep. Finally, we can be a part of this event here in our hometown, more importantly. I'm ready to get these Long Beach kids going and fighting, and I promise a really good show, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and getting mission on the card. So
much history here, Coach, especially for combat sports and striking. And I look forward to building that with you. Is there anyone, before I let you go, Coach Jace, you want to shout out, anyone you want to thank, supporters and whatnot, and where can people come train and follow you on social media?
You can come train with Mission, missionmuaythai.com. You can follow us on social media, Mission Muay Thai, Facebook, Mission Muay Thai LB, on Instagram. Shout out to my students. Shout out to FightersRep.
Thank you.
Shout out to the Long Beach community, who's really embraced us and really acknowledged us of bringing authentic Muay Thai to the city. So all you guys really made this successful for me, and made it successful for you guys to have a new home in Long Beach and train. So I appreciate it all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Jason Gutierrez.